Yes, indeed. The World Series will resume tonight from Hollywood, and so will the WWE, everybody. Just 40 miles away down in Anaheim. We are here talking about it all and everything in between in the world of sports right here on our new Watercooler Sports segment right here on the Kenikka Sports Show. But first, if this is your first time here, please do us a solid. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell, everybody, for our mascot, Frexy. Yes, that's right. Look at that cute puppy dog. Oh, my gosh. She melts my heart every time I see her. I cannot wait to take her for a walk as soon as I'm done recording today's festivities. But first, we got to get through it, Nika. Happy Monday. Welcome to the show, my love.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Kenny. And hello to our new and returning listeners from all over the world. Monday edition. Over-exaggeration Monday or
there's a lot
whatever.
of overreacting going on out
Reactions.
there, everybody. But I want to start out with the World Series right now because we have a tie matchup right now, 1-1, heading back to Hollywood
Yes.
for 3 games. We went on Monday night, I feel like, from, hey, everybody, the Blue Jays might actually do this, to after game 2 being like, yeah, the Dodgers are going to win. Is that about right? Does that about summarize where we're at?
That summarized the first 2 games.
Yeah. The Toronto presentation, by the way, I have to say is top notch. I mean, everything looks like it's a lot of fun over there, though I do feel like MLB cannot put rock concerts in the middle of their games. Like they tried to do the other day with the Jonas Brothers or whatever. Like, nobody wants this. No, marketing people need to stay away from the World Series. Can we please just focus on the damn game from when it starts to when it finishes? You want to do all the hoopla and craziness beforehand or afterwards? I don't give a shit.
That's
But
the way
this
to do it.
beforehand, or I mean in the middle of games, like, come on.
They try to emulate Super Bowl.
They're not going to be the Super Bowl ever. I'm sorry.
Stay in your lane.
Yep. Oh, these marketing people in MLB, I swear to God, I cannot stand them. From going up against Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. You know, at least we got Sunday night free last night. I'll give them the World Series credit, but they're going right up against them again tonight. They could have taken 2 days off here and started again Tuesday.
They could have.
Really?
Yeah. Monday was used to be a called traveling day.
Just the idea that there can't be 2 games off in the middle of a series just to accommodate this type of thing is ludicrous to me.
That's true.
It's just ludicrous. So anyhow, we'll see. We'll wait and see where it lands. I guess if they did take 2 days off, it would be really hard to not play Sunday or Monday again if they needed game 6 or game 7. I still think they should just set it and be like, you know what? We're going to play the MLB Championship Series and the World Series games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays only. And if there's 2 days off in between games, or if there's 1 day off in between games, then so be it.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's just my opinion, and that's why we have a show and you don't. Ha, ha, ha. But Dave Roberts, Nika, Dave Roberts says he got back a little jet lagged from Toronto. He cited delays.
Oh, really?
After a late arrival in LA from Toronto. And there's a little bit of shtick out there that maybe there was intent there or not.
Where's the receipt? Where's the proof of that?
I mean, I'm just wondering why they didn't fly back sooner. Like, it seems like they waited until Sunday morning to leave after the late game on the East Coast. And I mean, if you're in the middle of the regular season, I don't think you wait. I think you just fly back. And this seems like more of a World Series thing, and maybe they shouldn't have done that.
Maybe they just had a day off, 1 extra day off, and they decided to stay in Canada for breakfast. Maybe it's better than...
Did they want some of that Canadian bacon?
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, I hope they got what they wanted for staying overnight. They resume play tonight.
So
in Hollywood, Game 3, we have Mad Max Scherzer
all right.
going up against Pretty Boy Tyler Glasnow.
With the good hair.
With the good hair. Yeah. You know, before we get into Game 3, I would be remiss if I didn't go back and just say, how good is Yoshinobu Yamamoto right now, Nika?
Excellent.
He is one guy who was not jet lagged, at least yet.
Well, he doesn't have to play either today.
He doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, so far he has been locked in this postseason. back-to-back complete games. He's the first guy to do that
ever
in the playoffs since 2001 when Kurt Schilling did it.
Okay.
He throws the first World Series complete game since 2015 when Johnny Cueto did it for the Kansas City Royals, leading them to their first World Series title in 30 years. So,
is that a predictions for the Dodgers?
well, it's not going to be their first title in a while, that's for sure. They have more than enough.
That's true.
The Dodgers have made it home. They look happy. They look relaxed. They got the split they needed on the road. We get this game 3 tonight. It is Mad Max Scherzer against Tyler Glasnow. And in a funny twist, Bob Nightingale tweeted out here, years after letting the Dodgers down, Max Scherzer will start World Series game hoping to stop the Dodgers. And I guess I never really looked at the Mad Max Scherzer trade as a negative point in Dodgers history, but apparently he didn't get the job done, so it's a negative point in Dodgers history.
So wait. He only played there for one season.
Like a half a season, right?
Season,
like
the second half.
Yeah, but I guess he didn't live up to expectations of the trade deadline acquisition because that was the San Diego Padres have acquired Mad Max Scherzer in a trade only for that to be rescinded, and he goes to the Dodgers instead, and is like, oh man. Well, Mad Max, Tyler Glasnow tonight. Tomorrow we get Shane Bieber for the Blue Jays, who was very good against the Mariners in the American League Championship Series. He is going against Ohtani, Shohei, Shotime at home in the land of make-believe.
Yeah, well, they're using the same rotation. The Dodgers.
Yeah, it seems like they are locked into that rotation, which leads me to Game 5, which will be necessary as of now because it is tied.
Sure.
So we will need a Game 5 for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if it was just Blake Snell against Trey Yesevich again. That's the likely matchups as we start this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, games 3, 4, and 5 of this World Series, Nika.
So the best outcome for the Blue Jays will be they can't split since 3 games. Take at least one.
I guess I just want to ask, like, is this going to go back to Toronto? That's really what I want to ask you this morning. Do you think the Blue Jays will win one of these 3 games just based off of the pitching matchups alone? You do?
Yes.
Okay. Which one are they going to win?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
Today might be a good game because it's Glasnow's pitching.
I agree with you. I think the way Mad Max pitched also last week against the Mariners was kind of shocking to me that both he and Shane Bieber were as sharp as they were. And yeah, I think if there is a chance for an upset, I think it is tonight. I think that would put the Dodgers in lock-in mode tomorrow. So be careful. But yeah,
Bieber
tonight that would be interesting. You know, if you were ever going to make a bet on the Blue Jays to, come back in this series or to even just go to Polymarket and try to make a little bit of money on the series, I think if you bought in now and then they somehow win tonight, you would see your profits go up a bit, and then maybe you sell and get out, because I still think the Dodgers will find a way to win this series. They haven't panicked at all this season. They haven't panicked at all in the postseason, and I think that they are not going to panic if they lose tonight.
Too many veterans on that team.
And they're just too locked into the mission at hand, I feel like. So,
well, good
all
luck.
right. Well, the water cooler moves on, everybody. We got to talk about the Bears. Nika, I have a feeling that Caleb Williams will be a topic of conversation, not just in the Chicago media today, but also in the national media. In fact, we already got a glimpse of it from Colin Cowherd, our old friend, last night. He is saying that basically, I think Caleb Williams isn't a good player. He's already reacting to the game yesterday, 7:43 p.m. Pacific time. This was posted on X. And he's reacting with John Middlecoff to the Bears' loss yesterday to the Baltimore Ravens, who were playing without 2-time MVP award winner Lamar Jackson. We are actually going to get set to record our big Bears postgame show right after we finish this water cooler session. But because I feel like this is going to be a topic of national conversation, and because we follow the Bears and it's our biggest window into the world of football, Caleb struggled. No doubt about it. The overreactions are all over the place. They are far and wide this morning. You can already find them everywhere, as I just showed you with Colin Cowhurst here. And I just wanted to kind of bring this up because I do feel like instant gratification culture is starting to ruin sports for me. It's like I want to participate in logical conversation, and yet I'm just confronted everywhere I look with people like expecting more than they should be, and
instantaneously
they're being unrealistic. I feel like because one person did it in the history or something. Like, I want to point out some people. CJ Stroud comes to mind. Like, he was the greatest thing since sliced bread coming out of his rookie season, and then struggled mightily last year. He has not like lit the world on fire this year. I mean, are we just too quick to anoint people the next coming, and then we're just so let down when they let us down because it doesn't happen overnight? I'm really getting
zero patience.
Sick of the people that have zero patience. I'm losing my patience for people without patience, Nika.
That should be a bumper sticker.
It should be. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of truth in what I'm saying right now, and a lot of people will relate to what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I don't know. Is it the social media angle that people instantaneously want likes?
I don't know, but I'll be the first to say the Bears game was ugly yesterday, and I was disappointed while I was watching it, but it's not time to throw in the towel on the guy you drafted number 1 overall last year. And again, we're going to get into this a lot more on our Bears post-game show. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be recording it right after this. But we got to talk about the Bulls as well, Nika, because the Bulls this morning are 2-0 on the young NBA season. Yes, indeed. But if you look at the conference standings, everybody, the Chicago Bulls are in first place, number 1 team in the Eastern Conference as the young season is underway. And
how many games have everybody played?
Well, 2 or 3.
Okay. So
meanwhile, your defending Eastern Conference champion Pacers are 0-3 to start the year. And I noticed the Celtics and the Nets are also 0-3. They were all like Final Four teams last year. So a little bit wild start in the NBA standings. I think this is probably taking some people off guard.
It's not how you start. It's how you finish.
It is. So stay tuned for that, everybody. But these baby Bulls getting it done so far. They will resume action tonight.
Oh, nice.
At home against the Atlanta Hawks, who are 1-2 to start this season. So could we be looking at a 3-0 start? Everybody stay tuned. I wanted to talk about Matas Buzelis, who, of course, we are following his young career with great interest as he dazzles on the court. He did not have a great game in Orlando on Saturday night as the Bulls played their second game of the year. There was a little bit of talk online that he might be hurt or not. We're going to keep an eye on this, but I hope everything's all good with Matas because I really want to watch him play. He's so exciting and fun to watch.
But it's not mob related.
We're going to talk about that in 1 second, but stay with me here on the Bulls because I wanted to mention that this is such an exciting time for the Bulls and the Bears in their lifespan, I feel like, because they're both coming off of like awfulness and decades of awfulness, and yet I think there's a lot of hope and optimism around both teams right now because they have young players, and we're excited to see maybe what happens. Having said all that, I am working on some things with Nika behind the scenes for the Bears and the Bulls. So stay tuned, everybody, to the Kenikka Sports Show as we expand our coverages everywhere. But now it is time to move this water cooler session onwards to, well, we're going to keep it in the NBA, Nika, because the Sopranos have taken over the NBA, everybody. Oh, my gosh. This story rocked the NBA last week with the arrests of head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Chauncey Billups, as well as player Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat, both arrested by the FBI for their involvement with gambling and throwing games and all that jazz. Can't do that. That's illegal.
Anybody else?
The New York Mafia families are involved, apparently. Also, a former veteran, Damon Jones, is also involved in this.
Okay.
But as far as like current personnel, Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier are the 2 names currently that were involved. No one else has been arrested yet, as far as we know of this morning, because this happened last Thursday. So there was talk that there might be more fallout to come from this. Fascinating story, but I wanted to just point out really quick. There's a pretty decent story on ESPN this morning. I know it's hard to believe those words came out of my mouth too, but the sports mafia ties run deeper than NBA gambling scandal, and there's just this conversation look into how the mob weasels their way into sports locker rooms. It's really actually fascinating that this is like planned out, like
strategy.
Hey, let's have some friendly poker games that turn into this business relationship years later. It's like you want to talk about slow playing? The mob slow plays, man.
It's a recruitment tool.
It is.
Think about that.
They use poker games, and this takes me back to, like, all the stories you would hear in the 90s about NBA players on flights. They would get on flights and go sit in the back and start dealing cards and buying in. And they would just gamble because they have so much money and they don't know what to do with it.
And there was no phones, no social media, nothing else to entertain yourself.
You could read a magazine, you could read the newspaper, or you could play cards.
Or dice, or whatever else they used to play.
There's people that long for those worlds. But, I wanted to ask another interesting question about this is, the NBA zeroed in on these 7 games, apparently. Or I'm sorry, the FBI. They zeroed in on these 7 NBA games where there was nefarious activity in their minds taking place that proved their case. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just wondering if this gets proven in a court of law and it becomes known that they go to jail or whatever, they're convicted of their crimes. Do the bettors that bet on these games, even at a sports book in Vegas, a legalized sports book where there's a record of this transaction having happened, do all these transactions get nullified and returned to the bettors? Do you have to go to the casino in person and make a claim? Is there a process for this even? Because I gotta feel like people who bet on these games and lost maybe large amounts of money are not so happy that this came out. And are probably wondering, do they have any recourse? And I'm curious if they have recourse. I did not make any bets on these games, just FYI. I want that known. This is not me making a personal vendetta here, but I'm just really, really curious. As somebody that believes in fairness and fairness doctrine, is there any recourse here?
It's a very good question. I don't have an answer. Maybe somebody will let us know because we have no clue.
I am super curious, everybody.
I never heard of a class action lawsuit against gambling.
No, I haven't either.
So I don't know.
Yeah, this is fascinating. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of poker games going on in addition to the point shavings of NBA games. And it seems like a really interesting movie, sorry, folks. That's why movies and TV shows are getting kind of boring and mundane to us, I feel is because real life is competing. And it's winning. We literally can't make this shit up anymore, Nika.
I know, and it's winning at this time.
It is winning. All right, well, we are moving on the water cooler to the World Wrestling Entertainment. I almost said Federation, for you old school fans out there, which is kind of fitting because we are embarking on the WWE's next event, which is Saturday night's main event, which always takes me right back to the 80s, including the music that they use. And guess what? We're back on Peacock, everybody. Yay! WWE on Peacock. Can we bring it all back?
I know. My vote is for that.
Oh, my gosh.
ESPN Plus fiasco.
Yeah, this has turned it into a hell of a Saturday night's main event. We got 2 title matches already. The World Heavyweight Championship match between Jey Uso and CM Punk, and the WWE Undisputed Championship match between Cody Rhodes defending against Drew McIntyre. And wow, the story rolls on. Where are we tonight? Do you remember?
Tonight we are Raw.
Which city? Oh, thank you. Yes, we are in Anaheim, which we're 40 miles away from the World Series. Isn't that crazy? We have these.
Welcome to traffic in LA.
Oh my gosh. That is one drive I would not want to make tonight. So plan accordingly. I mean, if you're in LA, you might want to leave now. It's 10 a.m. I mean, doors are probably at 3. I mean, you might want to leave now. get there. You might want to stay overnight at the Disney Hotel or something somewhere in Anaheim because there's going to be World Series traffic tonight. It's going to be nuts getting back to. Be careful out there, everybody, for real. If you are going, though, however, you will probably be excited by what the WWE has been putting on their X feed over the past 24 to 36 hours or so. It actually started at 1:18 on 1:18 in the afternoon West Coast time on Saturday. And there was a pair of mysterious black shoes walking in. And then right on the dime, Nika, 1:18 a.m., 12 hours later, mysteriously, another set of shoes show up. And these ones really looked like Brock Lesnar's to me.
Boots?
The jeans and the boots, yes. It really seems to be teasing Brock Lesnar. And then the third shoe actually was... I lied. It was at 4:42. It was 3 hours after the first post. So we did these a little out of order. My apologies. But a lot of people saying that these all black Hokas are CM Punk.
Okay, I buy that.
So I'm just curious now, are we going to get any more shoe reveals today? Do we know who the first shoes belong to? And what's with the shoes?
I don't know. It's a tribal thief thing.
Is this person coming for the tribal thief, perhaps? Interesting, everybody. No, it's a mystery right now. No one knows what's happening.
So wait, you
did hear Brock Lesnar coming back, though.
Yes, I did. It was a rumor, but I don't know what it is tied to the shoes or anything. But the boots and the jeans would fit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm calling money that Brock Lesnar shows up tonight.
Okay.
Based on that picture alone. I just don't know who the other two shoes are.
What's the other two shoes?
If it is CM Punk, then how is he involved other than, and it doesn't appear to me to be Jey Uso's feet either, though I'm hard pressed to remember exactly what his footwear is.
I don't think it was black hookahs. I thought it was white Jordans.
There's no MJs. So no Roman Reigns, no Tribal Thief, no Braun Breaker.
Yeah. What was the third shoe? You said
it's hard to see. Now, there also is some rumors that maybe we will see Gunther return to Raw. We haven't seen him since SummerSlam, since he lost to CM Punk. Does that explain the connection to CM Punk's Hokas? And how is Brock Lesnar involved? I don't know. Wait and see, I guess. But maybe those are the three. If those three are getting together, count me in.
Well, Gunther wears shoes without socks. He wears those loafers.
Yeah, that's true. And it's hard to see because the legs themselves are almost silhouetted out in this hallway, the way it's lit. The light is behind him and not in front. All right. Well, we got some matches tonight, Nika.
Sure.
Rusev is taking on Penta in a #1 contender for the Intercontinental title match. Who do you think is going to face Dirty Dominic Mysterio next? Will Rusev get an opportunity #3? Or is it going to be Penta, another luchador?
I will stick with Penta. We already had Rusev twice. Let's go with Penta this time around.
Yeah, I feel like this is set up for Penta. In fact, I would almost argue that the way this is all unfolding, it seems like the whole Rusev Dirty Dom thing was planted as a way of getting Penta this opportunity against Dirty Dom. And yeah, I'm excited actually to see more of that kind of style of high-flying wrestling maybe with Penta and Dirty Dom together.
Definitely.
And I do think Penta might become Intercontinental Champion in the future.
Really? Oh, in the future.
Yeah.
But not tonight.
Not tonight. No, he's not going to fight Dom tonight.
No, they both fighting for that. Later.
Yeah, and I have a hard time seeing Dom drop anything in San Diego, knowing what a Padres fan he is. But don't put anything past WWE. Nikki Bella, the Hall of Famer, will be taking on the Prodigy this evening. Roxanne Perez, Adam, what's his name?
Pierce?
Adam Pierce, yes, thank you. Adam Pierce says this is a matchup that nobody had on their bingo card in 2025.
That's true.
Any predictions for tonight? Who's going to win this one?
I will go with the Prodigy.
Oh, the Prodigy. I agree.
Prodigy needs to win.
Yes, this is a matchup that I feel like is actually going to put Roxanne over a little bit. Nikki is using her Hall of Fame status to give Roxanne a victory over somebody like her.
Absolutely.
because they want to push Roxanne. And Roxanne already lost to Stephanie last week. That matchup happened way sooner than I thought. So
It was a working match between these two.
yeah, they're all getting a little bit more familiar with each other.
Yeah.
Stephanie is still relatively new to Raw, and there's a lot of women that she can work with. That was one of the intriguing things we talked about when she came up. And so spread it around, baby.
Yep.
Also, keep an eye on Nikki Bella because Stephanie apparently owes her one, and
her.
I feel like that's ominous.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. The only other tease we got from Adam Pearce about Raw tonight is that Jay Uso, I almost said Jimmy, Jay Uso and CM Punk will come face-to-face in the ring tonight. And this is ahead of their World Heavyweight Championship match on Saturday night's main event, which is this coming Saturday. Oh my gosh, the time flies in WWE land, everybody. Nika, anything ominous going to happen here? Is this going to involve these shoes or people coming?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange, right?
It is strange. I'm wondering if it's mostly a promo that they have to do some SmackDown talking.
Yeah,
and
whenever
all
they say
that.
come face to face, I'm always expecting just a promo and not a match of any kind. But nevertheless, yeah, we
shoes
did get
are-
this tease, so we'll
That's a
wait and
dark
see
horse.
what happens here. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this all unfolds.
Yep.
Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso have not seen each other since Jay Uso won the Battle Royale last Raw. So yeah, the fact that they're teasing these shoes, they had the Battle Royale last week. I got to give a round of applause really quick to WWE. They've been keeping me fresh on my toes lately.
That's
So,
good writing.
Yes, let's see what they have in store for us this evening in Anaheim. And stay safe out there, folks, with that World Series traffic. Nika.
There's also Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair tag team against Lyra and Bailey.
Oh, that's happening tonight.
Yes.
Wow. We need to do our predictions for this match.
And I think the title will change hands.
You do.
I do.
Wow. You think Bailey and Lyra Valkyria are going to become tag team champions?
Yep.
What's the reasoning for this?
Well, Charlotte and Alexa had the titles for quite some time now. And they try to move the storyline with Lyra and Bailey on this Bailey, the two-faced Bailey. So I feel like the writing is catered towards that storyline.
Man, I don't know if I'm ready for the Blissful Flair to be broken apart because of their tag team championships of convenience.
I
Because
know.
what happens to them if they lose? I
Friction,
feel like, yeah,
drama,
yeah,
blaming each other. Whose fault it was? I don't know, but maybe.
Well, all good things must come to an end, everybody. And if this is the end of the Blissful Flair, then I guess I kind of understand it. And boy, oh boy, the Bailey Lyra Valkyria stuff, I have mixed feelings about it. It is funny and awkward to me a little bit. And Bailey is selling the Gollum personality really well. And I guess if you give them the belts and you force Lyra into this partnership now that she clearly is uncomfortable and trying to get out of with all of her conversations backstage. So, ooh, yeah, I can see why you would think that. I'm going to stick with Blissful Flair.
All right.
All right.
That's our predictions.
There you go, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us on this Monday water cooler session. This is going to be a new thing here on the Kenikka Sports Show as we do a little bit of rapid fire before some of our deep diver contents, but it was fun. I enjoyed this, Nika.
Perfect.
All right. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back with a Bears post-game in-depth show, post-mortem